Evening, everybody. Um, this is the Sauce Experience. You are rocking out with yours truly, Showtime Sizzle. I am the Sauce. Um, I want to make sure y'all hearing me good. Just want to make sure y'all are hearing the Sauce Experience loud and clear. And then we are going to proceed. Source experience loud and clear. Oh yeah, you hear me good. All right. The levels are sounding good. Um, I wanted tonight speak on a couple of things. Well, one thing in particular. Um, Terrence Crawford um, was on Joe Rogan, and he gave Earl Spence his flowers on, pretty much being responsible for making the fight, right? But us over here at the Source Experience, we like to take it a little step further and give others their flowers as well. Because if you pay attention to the Joe Rogan, shout out to Carlos, first one in the building. If you listen to the Joe Rogan interview, he kept referring to Al Haymon, right? Al Haymon, and I've never wanted to make this fight. I'm going to get into some of these things tonight because one thing I like about my voice, I don't have to mute my mic no longer. So I want y'all to pay attention, man. The jig has been up. You see a lot of your favorite content creators, they are packing it in and packing it out because the jig is up, right? These guys have been con artists, panhandlers, all type of stuff. But this is not about them tonight. What it is about is the many lies that we have been given, right? And how it all came to a head. And now they are beefing at the head, right? Because Earl Spence made this fight, but he did not make this fight alone. He did not get the blessings from the overseer, Al Haymon. Al Haymon did not want this fight because they knew that Earl was not going to win this fight. But EJ went ahead and still made it because EJ, at 33 years of age, I believe he's 33 now or 34, finally is awoken. But the man who awoken him, myself, I'm going to give myself that because I didn't make the deal. But shout out to Adrian Clark. I'm going to pull Adrian Clark up. Without Adrian Clark, this fight would have never got made. Remember, Earl Spence hired Fighters First Management, Adrian Clark. Adrian Clark was able to play a major part in this fight being made. We're not talking about Adrian Clark enough for various reasons, but Adrian Clark was the one that probably informed Earl that this fight could be made, right? And you hear Terrence say that he spoke to Earl and they made the fight. Excuse me, sorry, y'all. If that was the case, why did he hire Adrian Clark? Why was Adrian Clark added to the equation? Ask yourself this, and feel free to ask some of these other high-level insiders, because, like I said, I'm nobody. I'm just a family man, a guy trying to, I was trying to be media at one time, but now I just come on and I blog on occasion too. I might go to a fight or two, But hey, what do I know, right? But man, that is some good Monster Energy drink. Um, but it's just, to me, it was ironic how the moment um Adrian Clark and Fighters First Management. Let me pull them up right here. I'm at the desk. Shout out to Pop in the building. Great show today, Pop. I was there. I pulled up. Great show. Let me pull up Adrian Clark's profile. AC. AC is doing his thing. But why aren't we talking about AC enough? Like, he got with AC and the fight got made without the approval of Al. Al didn't want the fight to happen. That's neither here nor there. Al didn't want it to happen because they pretty much knew they was trying to protect EJ from himself. Well, jig is up, man. Why isn't my damn? So my Instagram is not loading. Wait for it to load. Hopefully it loads up, right? But they was trying to protect him, man. They didn't want this fight because they knew this was going to play out, man. They knew that the moment this contract was drawn up and this fight was made, that he was doomed. He was doomed. I told you I was going to go more in depth tonight, man. He was doomed, man. Because they've been moving Spencer a particular way his whole career. And I was watching True Media today, Coach Malachi, and I think Rick Glazier said that, all right, good, it's up. Top-ranked fighters, which Bud Crawford basically is no longer, but he was a top-ranked fighter. Al Haymon fighters are 4-20. 4-20. 4-20. But let me give my man his flowers. See, there he is. Adrian Clark. I follow him. Give Adrian Clark and Fighters First Management the new Al Haymon right here. Here goes AC. Big teddy bear. Look, big teddy bear. There goes AC. I'll throw this up there. I won't throw his profile pic up there or anything. But Fighters First Management right here. When Spence linked up with them, did you notice how the fight was made? Fighters First Management. I believe he even got an interview with Showbiz, the adult, where he was breaking a lot of stuff down. I think AC is also, I don't know everything, but I think AC was also involved with getting Earl Spence his endorsement deal with Everlast. But AC and his partner, I can't think of her name. She's from Jersey. Nice young lady. They came in, Fighters First Management, and the deal was able to get done. But what I want to know is, maybe some of you PBC insiders, why did he have to bring in AC? Why did Fighters First Management have to come in if Al Haymon works for EJ? Right? Doesn't that how it goes? Isn't Al just the advisor? How does that work, man? Like, please educate me. I had my panel open earlier because if people tapped in earlier, I was going to ask these questions to some of these, these people, because they're experts. They are. These guys know the business of boxing. So I was going to ask them because, like I said, I'm just a heavy equipment operator by trade, a Seymour seller, a strain seller, things like that. So certain things about boxing I like to ask And I think like when it comes to YouTube, we deem people to be credible off of their viewership. So I was hoping that some of these guys with the more affluent viewership would have been able to answer that. I thought that the advisor works for the fighter, and the fighter has the last say so. And I think AC might have informed Mr. Spence of this, and that's why this deal was able to get done. Because listen to the Joe Rogan interview when Al and Terrence couldn't come to terms. I didn't say that. Terrence did. Listen to the Joe Rogan interview. I'm not going to play it for you, but it's out there. You can listen to the Joe Rogan interview. So when he was calling Al, who works for Earl Spence, right, as the advisor, they couldn't get it together. But then when Terrence went to Earl himself, they started piecing it together. But he had to hire Adrian Clark. That's the part that I need some clarification on. And I was hoping that somebody that knows about this could clarify that. I thought that, Al was the advisor. I didn't think he had the power to stop the fight, to block the fight, right? But apparently he did. Are y'all following this source tonight? These are the things that were discussed on Joe Rogan's podcast. That Al Haymon was blocking the fight for about 5 years. And also, I think Earl Spence didn't want to fight a couple years ago, but then I guess when he got with Adrian Clark and people were telling him the type of money he was missing out on, and he was leaving a lot of money on the table. Didn't he even tweet some of these things? Right? I don't know. I don't know. Right? I think he did though, if I'm not mistaken. He might have tweeted some of these things that he left a lot of money on the table. I think he also was on record to saying that he felt blindsided. You know why he was feeling blindsided, right? Because remember, him and Terrence was in conversation, right? And I guess now that it's coming out, right, for those of y'all that do actually listen to interviews, and do your own research. Don't listen to these guys that, is their hustle to hustle you. Listen to the actual content. Now, the Joe Rogan interview, Terrence said that he showed Earl the texts, right? And I want y'all to pay attention now. Look, I'm gonna give y'all some free sauce, right? So when Terrence was showing Earl these texts, right? Or the conversations that he was having with Al. And then we were seeing EJ go to Twitter, and he was saying, "Oh man, what was some of his tweets? He felt bombarded or blindsided. I could afford such and such. Maybe the content creators, the finance, the all the narrative pushers. They were spinning it, right? They were making it seem like it was Terrence Crawford, right? Remember this? This is around those times. They were making it seem like it was Terrence Crawford, the one that he was speaking on, that was blindsiding him, when in fact he was speaking on his own people, because they were not trying to make the fight that he so wanted to be made. But unfortunately, he never told us this. He just tweeted it out of frustration. And like they always do over there, they cover it up. Or they put a spin out with a crash dummy. And these guys put out, false narratives. Because remember, it was always Terrence. Terrence is negotiating bad faith. Terrence is this. Terrence is that. Meanwhile, it was the blocker at the wall, the gatekeeper, who never wanted to make this fight. And we see why he never wanted to make this fight. Because they knew that Earl wasn't up to par. They knew that Earl really couldn't beat Terrence Crawford. They knew that the jig was up. They knew that the many YouTuber channels that they probably donated to underneath the table, the jig was up. They could no longer push false narratives because now the fight was going to be made. Not only was it going to be made, all of the dealings that Earl has been doing behind the scenes that really wasn't behind the scenes, it was just controlled by, the channels, the YouTube channels that, put out content, right? To control what is talked about. So when they put out this content that, Earl was this conqueror, right? That Earl was this bionic man. That Terrence wasn't fighting nobody. Terrence's resume was lackluster. The jig was up. Al Haymon, like I stated, when Al Haymon fighters don't fight Al Haymon fighters, they are 4-20. He was like, man, why did this guy make this fight? Why did I told him not to make this fight. Why did he make this fight? I had it all set up for him to fight Keith Thurman. I had it all set up for the media to keep the slander of Bud Crawford. I had it all set up. But he goes and hires Fighters First Management, and they make this fight. Doesn't that sound about right? Doesn't that sound about right? That sounds about right, right? Doesn't it? Did I just piece that together properly for y'all? Did I piece that together properly for y'all? It's a couple y'all in here. Don't. You can type. Feel free to type, man. It's a couple y'all in here, man. Feel free to type. The moment Fighters First Management got added to the equation, the fight was made. Right? We can look that up. Look. Let's look that up. Yeah, since I'm on the page. Let's check that out. There goes Adrian. AC is his name. Adrian Clark. All right. Let me go to their profile. I think I follow them as well. Let me see. I'm pretty sure I follow them. I'm pretty sure I follow them. I think I do. Hold on. If I don't, I'll just type it in. I'm pretty sure I follow their Facebook. I mean Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm pretty sure I follow their IG. Let me type it in. Yeah, I did a couple of laps. Fighters. There they go. I knew I followed them. Classes in session. It's quiet in here, right? Because my kids, they're done. They was in the pool. I'm telling you, fathers and mothers and parents, you want to tire your kids out? Let them swim. Swimming is like, it's the best. My kids was just in the pool from 1 to about 5:30. They're done right now. They are. Yeah, they're done. They're done. Coach Reed, you see how quiet it is? You would think they wasn't here. All right, let's see when they signed Earl. I know they did a press clipping. Yeah, Brian Norman Jr. is one of their fighters. But they locked in Earl. Where's that at, man? Did they take that down? They might have took it down. This is his partner right here. She's from Jersey. Nice lady. But where's the Earl one? Because as soon as they linked up with Earl, right? But AC always been working with Earl. But here it is right here. Look. We can pull it up. May 30th, right? May 30th. Remember that date, right? That's when they announced that they signed Earl. And then when was the Crawford fight announced? See how I'm giving y'all gems tonight? I'm giving y'all gems over here, man. Gems are being given. Welcome to the family. They linked the deal with Earl. On May 30th. And shortly after that, remember, the fight was announced. Man, did I just crack the code for y'all? They're going to be mad. I wasn't supposed to say that tonight, huh? I wasn't supposed to say that tonight, huh? Let's just leave that up there, man. You know, Earl had to go. He had to go get help. Yeah, he had to go get help because Al wasn't making a fight, man. Al was not making a fight. But May 30th, he linked up with them as well, right? Because he already had a manager, right? Al's his manager / advisor. So why did he have to add another advisor, manager? Right? Does that make any sense? Come on, man. Listen, man. I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart right now, man. You know what I mean? I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart, man. Am I adding it up for y'all, man? Like, please listen. I know y'all gonna take this shit and run with it. Just cite me, man. Cite me. That's all I ask, man. You know what I'm saying? Be like, yo, man, I was listening to Shalom, aka Shy News. Man, he put that shit together for us, man. He just put it together for us. These other channels and shit, they be out here telling us some other stuff. Man, he just showed us when Earl Spence signed with Fighters First Management, AC and them on May 30th. They announced it, and then the fight got announced shortly after. Ain't that how it worked out? Come on now, man. I know y'all don't like me, but damn. It's free information, man. You listen, the same way you sit up here and listen to a fool respectfully, you're down fool, right? You listen to a fool, right? Listen to somebody that's showing you, look. And what do I always say? Show me your work. I'm showing it to you. What does that say? May 30th. Welcome to the family. When did that fight get announced? When did that? Yo, we can go to the PBC page. Matter of fact, listen, I'm at the desk. I'll pull it up for you right now. Let's see. Let's pull up some receipts. Hopefully y'all smash my like button, share the content, please. These are all free things, man. It helps my voice to get out there. You know, I'm not asking you for a couple dollars in a super chat or none of that. All I do is just ask you to spread the good word. Because this is the good word I'm giving you, man. This isn't no slander. Like, see, I'm not coming on here slandering EJ. I'm not coming on here talking bad about him. I'm happy that he got with AC. Because I know I told this guy this many years ago. A lot of stuff just didn't sit right with me when it came to like how they was moving them in. I was like, nah, that don't add up right. But like I said, I'm just a municipality worker. You know? Nobody remember they used to, that's why I came up with that phrase. Me and Coach Reed to this day, we still run with that. But hey, what do I know, right? What do I know? I know you got with AC and First Fighters Management, and the fight got made. But let's look it up to make sure I'm just not on here giving y'all no gibberish. We could look that up. We could definitely look that up. So let's look that up, man. That's the good thing about like researchers. Like this is like that's why I highly recommend it. Like instead of going to Twitter and all that, do your own searches, man. But guys would just go to YouTube and whoever their favorite programmer is, their Flunk Master Flex, he can just tell you anything, right? He can tell you anything, man. Some of these guys don't even want to tell you anything no more. I see, man. They want to shut their boxing channels down now. That's crazy. That's like, you know what that's like to me? I'm gonna be honest with you. That's like a church, right? You was a member of a church, and the pastor he just closes the door after you done paid your tithes, right? Yeah, you done tied to the church. You done helped the church grow, and they just close the church doors, man. But let's look that up for y'all, man. These niggas out here closing the church's doors, man. The devil is a lie. The devil is a lie, man. Man, the jig is up. Let's see. We can Google search it. Oh my God. Yo, I told you. Look, man. How does that work, right? Look, what is the odds of this? See? You see how I'm cracking the code for y'all? He officially came out, right? Man, what is the odds of this? Hold on. Stop the press, right? May 30th, right? 5 days after, man, see, I had to look it up. I wanted this to be accurate, right? The fight was announced May 25th. May 25th, the fight was announced. 5 days after the fight be announced, it is announced that Earl Spence had linked up with Fighters First Management. Go figure. Look. See, now I wasn't just on here giving you guys gibberish. These are the receipts. This is the evidence. This is what an attorney would argue if he was in court. This is the paper trail. These are the paper trails. The fight is announced, right? After 5 years. 5 years of trying to make this fight happen. It is announced May 25th. And the irony, 5 days after this fight being announced as official, it is announced that Earl Spence has a new management team, which is just an add-on that were added on. So that confirms what I was speaking on. That what has changed was AC. Shout out to Adrian Clark, man. I listen, Adrian. I would reach out to you for an interview, but I'm on that blacklist. But like I said, I'm out and about. Maybe one day I will meet you in person because I do fights, and I would love to pick your brain, brother. I would love to pick your brain because I love business-minded brothers. And I just, I would like to ask you off the record, I know how this game works, especially somebody like myself that they make phone calls about behind the scenes, like, yo, don't interview with him. But I know if I see you in person, a conversation, I can say, what up? How you doing? Everybody's cordial in person. And I know how to talk. I can say off the record, man. I just want to know, man. Thank you for making that fight for the boxing fans. Thank you for, bringing Earl to his senses and not letting him leave mega millions on the table. Does that make any sense, man? Just a couple of y'all in here. Did my live make any sense tonight, man? Did it make any sense tonight, man? No, it is Monday. I just worked. It is Monday. But did that make any sense tonight, man? Because I'm not trying. Listen, man. I'm working hard for y'all, man. I'm not about to listen. I put in too much work as a media guy just to pack up my YouTube now. I like coming on here talking to y'all, man. Especially after I take care of what I gotta take care of as far as a father and husband and a provider, protector. Then coming on here is fun. This is fun, man. I look forward to it. I'm gonna put a poll out too in the set. I might do my poll right now. I'm gonna put a poll out, man, because I love when you guys call me Beetlejuice. You guys love calling me Beetlejuice, right?
Oh, your vitamin water is right there.
The vitamin water is right there. Thank you. Good eye, Messiah. How was the pool, Messiah?
Good.
Oh man, you got so dark. Swimming. You got so dark. My babies was swimming. Narina was doing backflips. Yeah, she gets that from me. I was one hell of a diver in my day. Still can, but I choose not to because, like I said, I am a little older now. You like when you get older, and for the older gentlemen that know in their 40s, you bang your knee or something, you bruise something. It's not the same recovery time. It's not like how it used to be when you was in your 20s. You go out there, play a little ball, might roll an ankle. You be all right. I roll an ankle now. I might be out of work for 2 weeks, man. Affleck. I might be out of work for 2 weeks, man. It's different, man. Back in the day, you motherfucker flip a dirt bike. You know what I'm saying? You might be, scraped up a little something, but you right there, you good. You do that shit now, man, you might be out for a month, man. Just is what it is. It's just the nature of the beast. But as I digress, so yeah, I'm here, man. I'm here. I'm rocking with y'all, man. Just giving y'all a little content, But let me get my poll out there, man. Shout out to Fighters First Management, man. AC and his homegirl. Oh, this vitamin water is the bomb. I'm not gonna plug it because vitamin water. I reached out to them numerous times for Jihad and for Marley and Amani and the guys looking for a little sponsorship. They never hit me back, and I didn't even go hard on them, man. I was like, yo, a couple thousand. What's up, man? These kids trying to go to nationals and shit. What's up, man? But, they didn't hit me back. But I tell you what, I bet you they catch the vapors. Yeah, listen, all these people that I have reached out to that fronted, right? They eventually came back around. But they got the vapor price. That's what it is, man. If you front, listen, real talk, man. I'm a cool dude, bro. Real talk. People will tell you this, man. That know me personally. I'm cool, man. Like if I show you my work and we don't see eye to eye, it's cool. I don't get upset. I'll be like, fine, I understand you don't see the vision right now, but you will see it. And just remember, when I made my proposal and you didn't see the vision, I said, okay, fine, it's okay. But we roll back around and you see the vision now, you get the vapor price. The vapors, right? You ever heard the Bismarck song? Can you feel it? Nothing can save you. This is the season for catching the vapors. And you get the vapor price. Because if I come around and we try to fuck with shit and you don't understand, it's cool. Because like a lot of times people don't understand. They don't get it. And then when they do get it, you gotta really get it now. You gotta come correct. But yeah, shout out to them. This is a great energy drink, but I'm not gonna plug it. Yo, I Since I'm speaking on vitamin water right now, I even try to tell him like, yo, I got this sea moss, man. I'm trying to come up with a sea moss drink. It wasn't not hearing nothing. But I bet you they will in a second. Because you know $1 Million Marley, that's his name for a reason. $1 Million Marley. Remember that name, man. Jamali Tucker. Jamali. Like Marley. Marley Marl, the rapper. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, Jamali Tucker. Remember the name. Number one in the nation. Um, number one. To toot my own horn. He's 13 now. He is going into his ninth grade year. He's going into ninth grade. He's a high schooler now. But I remember, about 3 years ago, we was in Vegas, and we was at Mayweather's gym. We was everywhere, and I was, I was pretty much his. Well, now Coach Reen is his PR, but I was his PR then. He was 10 years old. We was riding up and down the Vegas Strip. And I was telling everybody about him then. I was like, yeah, he's 10 years old. You might want to invest in him now. You might want to get with him now. And I think that's when I gave him the name, $1 Million Marley. See where it's at now, though, man. Shout out to everybody that is on board. 37 minutes in. Everybody is so relaxed tonight. I'm telling you. Swimming does that, man. I didn't get a chance to swim, but the water was nice. I put my hands in it. Remember, Si? I felt the water out. They have a nice pool. Shout out to Mitchie, and they got a real good one. My neighbors next door got one too, but not like Mitchie's. Mitchie's is a lot bigger. He got the deck, so it gives you that. It's above ground, but when you have a deck, it gives you that underground feel. It's kind of cool. Real cool. But listen, I'm going to get up out of here. Hopefully you guys caught and enjoyed this sauce. Shout out to AC and Fighters First Management for helping, assisting Earl Spence and making the biggest fight in boxing. And shout out to Earl Spence for being a man of his word. We don't see eye to eye. A lot of you guys are upset at me for that. But at the end of the day, I'm a content creator. I make content. I do. I just call out what I see. Everybody can't be a worshiper. Some of us have to be like the elders. And I'm an elder now. And I know in my day, if I was doing some of the things that he was doing, they would have checked me. So when he gets checked, it is what it is. Everybody's not a follower on this YouTube. Everybody's not a follower in life. Some of us are, like I said, a hard nose. If you do fool shit, they're gonna say you're dumb fool. Are you a fool? You're doing fool shit. But yeah, check out that content. Matter of fact, before I close, let me put my poll out, man. The polls are doing very well. See, I'm gonna tell you one thing about these polls. They tell on you guys, bro. They tell on YouTube, especially, right? Because the polls let you know how your channel is doing, right? Look, I'm gonna look. Hold on. I'm gonna put a poll out right now, right? That's why I don't really worry about my views, right? Because look, I want y'all to peep this. Right? I'm on live right now. I think I had a max in here about 5 people. When it was peaking, it was about 5 of y'all in here, right? But listen to this though, right? I want y'all to listen to this. I want y'all to listen to this, right? This is how I know, right? My subs are going up. Everything is going up, right? All right. The poll, by the way, 1,600 votes. So that means 1,600 people voted on this poll that I put out 3 days ago, which is, will Spence be the same mentally and physically? 1,600 people voted on that. So that lets me know, right, Just like other stuff lets me know, right? I don't base it off of these lives, man. Because I know when it comes to the lives, they're not gonna put me in the mix for various reasons. Because like this live that I just did today, very informative, very informative, real talk. And it wasn't a bashing live, right? I didn't get on here and say Earl Spence was slow, stiff, and fat foot. I got on here and said he was awoken. He made $12 million allegedly, guaranteed. You see, I said allegedly. Terrence made 10, guaranteed. His highest paycheck prior to that was what? 3 million, right? Guaranteed. He was getting like 3. What did he get for Ugas? I'm like 3, 4. I think 3 might be as high. Y'all look it up yourself, man. I ain't got time to be looking all that up. But I know this by far, highest guarantee, 12 million, alleged. You gotta say alleged. I know you're gonna say, oh, you pocket watching, you broke, nigga. Far from broke. Far from broke, you know. That right there, you know, some of the things that just egg me, right? When people want to call you a bum or like that bothers me. Real talk. Calling me a bum when I have a successful career. Right? I don't have the age, but I'm a very vested. Like I could retire right now. If I was to hit the Powerball or something, I'd retire. I would retire from my job, but I would still work. I'll probably invest in some equipment and do side jobs or something. But I would retire from a municipality job because I already have the time. I have over 20 something years vested. I just don't have the age. You know, I don't have the age. But so when somebody calls me a bum, it's like, bro, nah. I can't deal with that. I can deal with you calling me ugly or Beetlejuice because I laugh at that, man. Niggas be calling you ugly, right? I laugh at that. Like, yeah, why are you looking at me like that? You say I'm ugly, but I'll give your mother the sea moss. See, I was nice about it. I said the sea moss. I'll give your moms the sea moss, and then she'll tell you I'm your father. She'll say, don't talk to your father like that. Just say, don't talk to your father like that. You be like, Mom, that nigga's ugly. She be like, don't talk to your father like that. Pause. You know, so when I see you guys calling me Beetlejuice and all that, listen, man, that is so far-fetched, man. Ugly people make ugly babies, respectfully. I don't have an ugly child on record. I don't, man. I don't. So I can't relate to that, man. I just like that just misses me. You know what I'm saying? That Pernell Whitaker's me. Like I just slip those like I be slipping those like you know? Beetlejuice. What was that species? You see the species. I just miss those, man. And the other ones, oh, you're fat, you're this. Like those don't like that doesn't move me, man. It doesn't move me. But when you call me a bum or something, it's like nah. I take offense to that. I do, respectfully. Because like you know, I'm not on YouTube panhandling. Maybe that's what the bums really do. You really want to be honest. A bum to me is a beggar, right? Now, I don't know where you're from, right? But if you are constantly saying something in regards to money, is that begging? That's bumming, right? Is that begging, right? I know you like that. You just took this somewhere else. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get my hour in, man. I told myself, well, I told the powers that be, you know, I'm gonna do an hour a day of blogging, you know. But listen, my poll question tonight, please, man. I love these polls, right? Because they are good. Look, the BOMAC poll from this morning, man. See, yo, the rails start coming around, right? You know, it starts soaking in what I be saying, right? It starts soaking in. So my poll question this morning, right? I said Bomac said reviewing Spence, he's seen a B level fighter in the interview. Buddy McGirt said in the interview that Spence fought basic competition. So was Spence a hyped up B level fighter that happened to have 3 world titles? This is boxing. It can happen, right? Question mark. Look, earlier it was heavy. I guess the Spencer Hall's 50. Well, it was over 50. It went down now. 35% said yes that he is a hyped up B level fighter that they got the titles for. 49% say no, he's not. Those are the ones still in denial, right? But look at this though, right? I always got to add the sauce to it. The C or the third option was he was the protected fighter. 16%. Man, that is better than 1%. So that means 16%. I like that because that is the option that I wanted people to be aware of. Was he a protected fighter? Was he a protected fighter? 16% caught that sauce. He was a protected fighter. That's why Al Haymon is mad at him. Al Haymon wanted to protect him up until the point where he did not want to make this fight for him. But Earl Spence wanted to make the fight. And I have to respect him for that, for being a man of his word. But more importantly, I have to respect Adrian A.C. Clark for awakening him and helping him to make the fight. So that is going to be my poll question. Watch. Watch this. I'm getting so good at this. I like this, man. I really do. I'm going to read off my poll question for y'all tonight, right? Matter of fact, let me go and Ricky E 245, my God, where you been at? Good to see you, man. He said most of the PBC fighters are protected fighters, bro. I know this. I don't want this to be a PBC bashing channel. Appreciate that, Rick. Appreciate that, brother. Hopefully you smash the like button. Yeah, let me get my question out there real quick. Yo, the Shy was popping last night. That's my favorite show. Oh, man. Look at that, man. If I could, man, you guys be calling me Beetlejuice, man. I wish I could just show you what I just seen, Oh, Beetle. Oh, Beetle. You didn't know, huh? Oh, Beetle. Oh, Beetle. Watch this. This poll question right here is going to shake it up. Watch. That's what I like doing, man. I like shaking it up, man. Wow, this is how I get them. This is how I get these people, right? Wow. Wow. Roll. Roll. option 3 is. Man, this is why they hate me. This is why they hate me. All right, the poll question is up. The poll question is up. This is a good one tonight, man. Shout out to Fighters First. Yo, watch how many people. The third option, I guarantee you, most of the people go after that one. Watch. Because they're programmed. They are programmed. Nan, how was your day today?
Good.
Was it like Daffy's? Are you crashed out like Daffy? Look at Daffy. Daffy, how was your day today? Did you do a lot? Did y'all see me get my exercise in earlier at work? I knew that's what my dog Daffy just sits around all day, right? This is around the time we would have been at the rec. I still might pop down to the rec, but most likely not because everybody is tired from swimming.
Oh, we could go to the rest.
Nah, Narina's crashed out. Let her rest. She's probably done for the rest of the night. But listen, appreciate everybody that stopped through. Please share the content, like, subscribe. You know, it doesn't cost you $1. I did get a couple dollars today, direct deposit from YouTube. You know, continue to watch the content. You know, so I did get a little money, but that money, you know what that money's going towards? The new camera lens. The new camera lens. I want to get another camera. I want to get that mirrorless lens, man. I'm soaked on getting that, man. You know, and the only reason I haven't been on high alert for it, right? Like I said, we're not on this fight card this week. Now, if we was on this fight card, I would have been upset. I might have started a little household because I didn't make the quota yet to get the camera. I didn't make it yet, right? But I'm getting there. A couple more good months on YouTube, I would definitely have it, right? But I would have if we was on this fight card, I think I would have got it. But I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 nice ones. But from shooting in Ohio with the brother, and he had that camera, and he was showing me it. I was like a fat kid in the candy store. I was like, man, I need one of those. Because his camera, the camera is so nice that you don't even need to edit your pictures, man. It's like his shit was coming out like unedited, just oh my God, like a lot goes into being a photographer. And you know what I mean? I don't like shortcuts, but if I don't have to edit, like I'm gonna tell you, shooting a fight card, shooting a fight week is you have so many frames that you gotta go through when you're looking for the money shot. So just to eliminate the fact that going through all those frames, right? Now you pick out the frames that you want to post, and then you have to edit it. At least with this, the mirrorless lens, you don't really have to edit. So it takes away from the editing part. All you got to now do is just go through your frames and be like, oh, that's the one I want right there. Post. Oh, that's the one I want right there. See, now when you do that without the mirrorless lens, you're like, oh, I like that frame. I like that frame. Now you got to go and edit it up. It's a lot that goes in with it, man. Like I said, I still have frames from Ohio that I didn't even put out yet because I just get tired. Like you really like doing that on a day when you know you have the time. You have the time. You know, You have the time. I think I have a little bit of time now. I took some frames. Matter of fact, let me show you my camera. Let me show you my camera. This camera right here is my favorite. I got this camera. This was a gift. This one was a gift, right? Shout out to WCS. WCS, man. He hooked me up with this one in December, man. And I shot 2 fights now with this one. 2 fights. I shot in Ohio and Oklahoma with this camera. And you see how God works, right? I got this camera right here. Look, WCS. Let me put my joint on. Let me put the camera on so y'all can see me. All right, y'all can see me, right? Got the camera on. This one right here. Fire. Look at this. Look at this. This right here. This is touchscreen. Yo, WCS blessed me with this one. When I got this one, this is touchscreen. Like, this joint is fire. Look. You see how I'm playing around with this right here? This flips all the way around like this. It's touchscreen, right? And when you fire your lens, right? Like, okay, look, boom. Look at these pictures. Look at these frames. This is from the fight. I don't know. Can y'all see those? It's a Canon, Mark Nash. I got all Canon cameras. This is the 80D. This is the 80D. Man, if you see these lenses right here, look at Jihad. Look, I was that close, man. Fire. See that? Yeah, look. Can y'all see? Look, touchscreen. See how the joints just go? Doop, all touchscreen. Look, doop. Yo, WCS gave me this one, right? And then I remember I told you I had the lenses. This lens right here, I can't. The moment I copped this lens right here, look at this lens, right? Look at this lens, right? I got this lens because this lens right here shoot the Canon from far away, right? The moment I paid for this lens, and these lenses are no joke, they are expensive. The moment I got this lens, right? I tell you not, man. Look how God works, right? I invested in this lens because this lens is like you can shoot from like far away, and it'll have you looking like you're ringside. The moment I got this lens, right? The next couple of fights that I worked, I was shooting ringside, bro. I was like, man, I'm here ready to be up in the cut somewhere, really get up my photography lens on. Then they throw me right in the corral. I'm right in the corral. I'm like, man, I'll never forget it. Shout out to WCS. I had this on right here. WCS was like, nah, man, you ain't gonna get good pictures with that. That lens is too strong for up close. I was like, for real? See, I'm a rookie, man. Rookie of the year with the lens. But man, I had this one, man. I was ready for Newark. When we was in Newark at the Newark fight and MSG, this would have been lovely, man. This would have been lovely. But unfortunately, after that, they done upgraded me, man. They was like, to meet y'all. You see, I'll be in the locker room, right? Now that's this one, Mark Nash. Now it's a 200 joint. He said you could use the third-party lens too if you want to go a little cheaper. Gotta look into that. Appreciate that gem, Mark. Appreciate that gem. But I'm gonna get this mirrorless joint, right? My man Javon Hill put me on. Shout out to Javon Hill from Cleveland, man. He works with Tiger Johnson and Dante Benjamin and all those guys, man. Me and him was kicking it in the locker room. I was like, yo, man, see, yo, one thing about me, I'm not a hater. I like to rock out with the peoples, right? So I was asking him, I was like, yo, man, that's a nice y'all be calling these guns, right? I was like, yo, that's a nice gun. Yeah, they was looking at me like I was crazy, right? Yeah, because all the commission people be in there, right? That's why, yo, don't listen to none of these goofy content creators that be on here talking about Earl Spence got slipped drugs and all. Like, bro, listen, we aren't even nowhere on Earl Spence's level, and they have all type of commission inspectors, all that in the locker room, bro. And like I said, Jihad is a 8-round fighter. So you mean to tell me a pay-per-view fight at that scale of magnitude, there wasn't inspectors and commissions in the locker room? Yeah, there was all that in our locker room, right? So I was looking at his joint, right? I was like, yo, can I see your gun? Right? Yeah, if you would have seen the reaction that I got in the locker room, yeah, they looked at me like, yeah, they got a gun up in here. I was like, nah, the camera. I call the camera a gun because you shooting with it. But yeah, the reaction that I got when I said that, I was like, yo, that's a nice gun. Can I see that? For real. But shout out to WCS. This is my favorite. WCS gave me this one, and I gave the other one to my daughters. My original one I bought. They eventually I'm gonna pass this one on to him when I get that mirrorless joint. He said I use a mirrorless. Oh, that's nice. And the Sony's nice. That's what Javon had. He had the Sony joint, man. Them joints is like, yo, people don't be real like, yo, them joints be like a couple of grand, man. You spend some real bread on them joints, bro. Real talk. You be spending some guapi on them joints, man. Yo, the lenses is like, it's paper, man. You know, but if that's what you gotta. When I first started out and people was telling me about this stuff, I wasn't taking it serious, right? They was like, yo, you gotta invest in your equipment. And then I started to invest in my equipment. Like, I'm a photographer, man. I do this YouTube blog and shit, but when it comes to covering fights and fight cards, I go by photography. Yeah, I go by photography. I am a photographer. Can y'all still hear me? Yes, sir. Y'all can still see me. Look, I'm multitasking, y'all. I'm multitasking. I'm showing you how easy it is to. I had to close the screen. Look, these look. See how long I've been rocking and rolling. These are the originals. See that? Jackal Fitness joints. Merch all day long, man. Merch all day long. But listen, I'm gonna wrap this up, man. Salute to everybody that stopped through. Like I said, like, share the content. Tap in with that poll, because this live was basically about that poll. Shout out to Adrian Clark, Fighters First Management, AC. Man, you made history, brother. You was a part of the biggest fight in boxing that took 5 years to get made. And with your assists, your John Stockton, your Magic Johnson, your Jason Kidd, your alley-oop, we was able to get arguably one of the fights that we've been craving for. Craven, like shout out to Craven, Southside, Huntington Station. Yes, the station. Not really Southside, the station. The west side of the station, Craven. That we was craving to get. We finally got, man. But you know the vibes, man. This has been your boy, Showtime Shot News Media, a.k.a. Beetlejuice Boxing. Listen, when they call me Beetlejuice, right? Like I said, it doesn't register. Maybe it doesn't register because I get drops like this and I see other content creators wanting to put my girl out there now. But look how the Source Experience had her blushing.
Hey guys, this is Tiana.
You know the vibes.
I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout-out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Twingo. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout-out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.